Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Danny from Fitness Saved My Life podcast. And today I'm going to talk to you about how fitness has saved my life and how it played an instrumental role in who I am today as a man, as a father, as a business owner, as a professional, and as a friend. So I want to dig deep into my story and why I decided to go down this journey of being healthy and being fit, and what led me here. I want to just start from the beginning. I'm not going to go too deep into my childhood, not on this one, but I want to start from the beginning when I actually made that mental transition and that mental switch. It happened, my mother died in 2008. She died of a massive heart attack, and it was sudden. It was, it wasn't expected. She wasn't sick. She didn't show any signs that we knew of her being sick. I'll never forget this day. It was February 16th, 2008. My birthday is February 14th. And I remember I got a call from my mother. We're talking. It was the weekend, and we're just talking about seeing each other and her coming to my house, celebrate my birthday. And, I was going to go out that night and party and have fun. I was turning, I think, 24 at that time. And I went out, party with my friends. Then a couple of hours later, I get a phone call from the police saying that my mother was being rushed to the hospital. She's having chest pains. Now, remind you, I got the call. I was out partying and I was drinking. So my mother lived about 30 minutes from me. She lived in Yonkers. I lived in the Bronx. So maybe about 20 minutes. But I knew that I was too tipsy to drive. So the police told me that, we're going to take her to the doctor, take her to the hospital. My little brother was there. He was about 14. And they said, we're going to leave him here by himself. He's okay. And when you get some rest, to come back. So I tried to take a quick nap, and I get a call about 3 hours later. And it was like, we need you to come now. So I'm like, for what? Like, they're like, we need you to come get your brother. So I was like, what, my mother's going to stay at the hospital? Like, why can't, just tell me what happened? They was like, well, come now, get your brother. We'll tell you when you get here. And I'm like, nah, tell me now. I want to know. So he was like, your mother passed away. And I just like dropped the phone. It was just like, what? Like, I was just on the phone with her a couple of hours ago. Like, how she passed away? Like, what are you talking about? So I jumped in my car, and I rushed over there. And I remember, having to pull over a couple of times from breaking down crying, just driving up there. So I get there, and I get my brother, and I call my sister. She flies up there, and we go to the hospital. And yeah, my mother had passed away from a massive heart attack. And I wound up getting custody of my brother, who was young. But I went through a great depression, and I was strong, for my family. I had to take care of my brother. I had 2 kids of my own. I had a wife, so I still had to be the leader, the man of the household. But deep down, I was like going and battling my own depression and pressure, all of that pressure I was feeling. So I started drinking a lot. I started partying, started kind of like distracting myself, going down a terrible slope or a road that was very much declining my health. Started gaining a lot of weight. And fast forward, a couple of years doing that, I'm, overweight. I'm drinking every chance I get. I was like what you would call like a weekend alcoholic. I'll go to work and do what I got to do during the week. But on the weekends, I had, you would see me all the time with a bottle of Hennessy in my back pocket. Like, it was always a bottle of Hennessy on me. So I gained all this weight, and then I had my third son, my little man Devin. And when he was born, it was kind of like I had this moment of clarity. Like, my girl at the time took a picture of him laying on my chest, and I just remember, like, he was an infant, and just remember his body going up and down, and me breathing all hard, and just looking terrible, in my eyes. And I saw that picture, I just didn't like it. So you could just see it all in my eyes. So I decided that day, like, I'm going to, like, jump into getting healthy again. And it was for my kids, because I knew how I felt. I knew the loss that I felt when I lost my mother. I knew that pain. I knew that void. And I didn't want my kids to go through that. And my mother was 49 years old. And I just knew that I didn't want my kids to experience the pain that I felt, the loss that I felt. So 2013, when my third son was born, I decided to, change my life and change my habits and break the cycle. I come from a drinking family. I come from a family that experiments with drugs, and, I don't have an addictive personality, but it was more like a cultural thing for us. We drink when we're happy to celebrate. We drink when we're sad. We drink when we're bored. We drink when we win. We drink when we lose. Like, drinking is just a part of our everyday life. It's anything, I'll drink to that. And, I can't sit here and say I gave up drinking, or, I still, have my occasional drinks, but I'm definitely way more mindful now. I'm a lot more conscious of my health and my fitness. And, I don't want my kids to see me, drunk or inebriated and walking and can't, I just, I want them to have a better memory of me. And, so I definitely changed my life for that reason. And in return, I'm a natural helper. So I remember when I got to my ideal weight and my ideal physical shape, one of my coworkers, she noticed that about me. And she was like, "Oh my God, you look good." A few people noticed, but she actually noticed and wanted to hire me as her trainer, and was like, "I will fire my trainer if you train me." And I wasn't a trainer. I'm like, I don't know how to train nobody. I'm just, working out. She was just like, just help me do what you do to yourself. Just push me. So I did, and I helped her lose a bunch of weight and gain a lot of strength, and helped her get in the best shape of her life. People started seeing her, and she started saying, "Danny helped me." More people started asking me. So, I'm a natural hustler, and fitness and, the business part of it and helping people, it was like a win-win, So I was like, I can monetize this. I can make this a business. So I went out and became a certified trainer and started helping more people, and it just blew up from there. And then I got a specialization in group fitness, started doing boot camp classes. And then I got a specialization in weight loss, started focusing on helping people lose weight. And it's just such a rewarding field to go down, and it's just kind of like it took on a life of its own. Now it's like a community. 2020, we're dealing with this whole COVID situation. I remember working with different gyms and like renting out space in gyms and using other people's facilities to run my business, and all of that stopped. COVID, coronavirus shut all of that down, and I wanted to continue, so I transitioned to Zoom. I always tell people, like, you have to learn to adapt with the times and reinvent yourself. And when I transitioned to Zoom, I was apprehensive. I was reluctant to do it. I didn't think I would be able to reach people the way I do and the way I did. And now, like, the whole Zoom fitness thing is like a community. Like, I love it. We work out 5 days a week. We call it, I'm starting this new thing like Zoom Club. We call it the Zoom Club. Like, every Zoom session is like a party. The music is popping. We all not dancing, but we're working out. We're dancing during the breaks. You get a little 1 minute break or whatever. I can see everybody moving. I can see everybody. Everybody's engaged. And, we become like this family. And, that's what we got to deal with now, just to be on the safe side. So, that's my story. That's how I got into fitness. I kind of condensed it. I didn't dive too deep into it, which I'm going to later on. But that's my reason why I got into fitness. Losing my parents young, having children and just wanting to be there for them. And I got into the fitness business just because I wanted to help more people and just got such great satisfaction from that. So stay tuned as we continue to grow Versatile Fitness boot camp, Zoom boot camps, personal training, meal plans. Now we got the Fitness Save My Life podcast, and everything is all under the Versatile Fitness LLC umbrella. And I love it, So stay tuned. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you guys later.